Everybody. It is 5:30, and I'd like to call the regular meeting to order, the special meeting to order. Let it be known that we do have a quorum of board members. Ms. Smith is participating telephonically this evening. Our agenda.
Good evening, Madam President of the board. We do
Person.
Aye.
And chair votes aye. At this time, we have, if everybody would join me in a moment of silence by the Pledge of Allegiance. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, moving on, we do not have any call to the public at this time, so we are now. Members have any items they wish to hold aside for discussion? Okay. Hearing none, do I have a motion?
I will motion to approve the consent.
I have a first. Ms. Pimentel? Aye. Mr. Martinez?
Aye.
Ms. Smith?
Aye.
And chair votes aye. Motion passes. We are now on A, that is the reports and information items regarding GESD health benchmarks update.
Yes, Madam President, members of the board, Dr. Lafitte will give us an update.
Good evening, Madam Chair. Members of the PowerPoint should be coming up in a second. But as we get ready, we have started to see declines in some area, 312, so we've seen a slight increase, putting us for the first time in. I've seen a decrease in positive. That's we still see some of our student cases still pretty high in our area. We've seen a decrease in 501, but in 85302 and 303, or 302, we've seen an increase in 303. We've seen a slight decrease as well. We're districts with regards to per 100,000. On our daily rates, we're averaging in the 50-60 range on our past several and we don't at this point don't expect a sharp decline in any of those numbers. Any questions?
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, at this time we are on item 4B, school ESSER 3 funding.
Yes, Madam President, members of the board, at this time we want to present to you the timeline and what we're doing for ESSER 3 application. That grant is due on September 30th. So what we have done is created a video that we will have, it will be placed into the STAR and video. In the video capture what the requirements are for ESSER 3 out there for the and on Monday we will have a survey, and the survey outlines the components of ESSER 3 and the stakeholders that are involved in making decisions on where that funding should be dedicated to. And then once that survey goes out, we'll keep it open. All families will be notified through email as well of what they can expect. And then we will spend the week of August 30th through September 3rd one group of our stakeholders are students. So I'll go out and meet with students and talk to them about it. And then the survey will close on September 3rd, and we'll do on September 8th, we'll do a virtual stakeholder meeting where those members of the stakeholder group and see if there's any other ideas that they have for the funding for ESSER 3 where it could be allocated. And then on September 9th at our governing board meeting, we'll present that to you as well. And then we'll begin to work on the application process. The goal is to have that application ready and submitted by September 17th. And we do understand that the turnaround for that seems to be fairly quick. So we're hoping that will be the case for us as well. Now you'll just see what to come back stronger than ever. Our federal government has allocated funds to schools through the American Rescue Plan to restore from the impact of the pandemic. For how to use the dollars to meet the to address the learning loss. So that's how it's defined. But with the examples on the survey, we believe that will be sufficient, as well as
So I do like the video delivery. I think they're really effective. My only issue is I'm a pretty fast reader, and there was a lot of prompts that I had trouble keeping up.
Sure, we can and slow that down as well.
Okay.
And I'll make notes of that. Mm-hmm.
Madam President, I do have a question as well. So 20% must go to learning loss. What would be an example of what we could do to implement that?
You could look at curriculum and instruction to do that. You could look at different materials and resources. You could redefine as how we're going to address the learning loss.
I'm not sure if I heard this correctly. ESSER 3 cannot be predetermined?
You're not to predetermine as a district. We can't, we shouldn't. What it tells us is you don't determine already, okay, we received we've decided it's all going here. We've not done that. We've just presented here's the categories in which it must fall under. We'll get that through the stakeholder groups, principals, your teachers, your parents, your students, your unions, the community, and when it refers to community, it's those community services that they'll look at. They'll look to see is or not that's strongly recommended, and then are you?
Thank you.
And then, just so that I'm clear, because I know we do have community members, parents that are deaf, so
that has to be
does
correct.
our technology,
Yes,
it
it
allows
has a place for students who are quarantined or experiencing actually positive cases of COVID, so that they were hearing before the governing board meeting on September 23rd, and then you'll look at approving that. So that's on there. In addition to that, I think we added the superintendent evaluation instrument will actually come for approval on October 7th, but we'll have it in mid.
And just to for the public hearing on both subjects.
Yes, they were in the Glendale Star. And yes.
All right, did board members have any items they wish added?